Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here. We got a list of 17 properties. And yesterday, basically, I just said the world doesn't need me. I took a chance to rest. And you'll notice we even moved the position around. So we're now facing a different wall. I got a nice light from Henry's, and we kind of moved to the next version of Daily Homes. I remember I did this up in a bedroom office for a couple of years. We've been doing these videos since 2010, over 750 episodes, and it's amazing that we're still able to do that and still provide great information. Obviously, with your support, it doesn't happen without the viewers of this show. So a lot of fun. We're looking forward to many more episodes. We've got an updated website coming with a lot of really neat stuff. So let's get to the list here. And so we start off with $13.79 Costigan. What I do is I click this price link, and then it'll lower them by price, because when we come off the weekend, there's multiple days that we review. For some reason, the properties don't come in the same line. So $299 is the price on this one. There's only one full bathroom. The rest of the house the rest of the condo, looks nice. Open concept, floor plan, 2 bedrooms. Now, the part I'm not crazy about, facing the parking lot certainly isn't as good as the other side where you're facing the ravine. We do see stuff in the Maple Crossing building right now that has the second bathroom, in some cases facing the pond, for just a little over $300,000. So I like some of the other things listed right now a little bit better than that one at $299. Fowles Court is $349. Woodbine model, 1356 square feet. This is a tough space to lay out. They've done a great job with some cabinets. It's a good place with a couple IKEA chairs. You got to be careful with the scale of your furniture. This is a good room for an office. It's right when you come in the front door, and it can be a little bit cold because you don't have the same insulation as you do on the second floor. And so there it is there, family room, plus you've got a dining room and kitchen. Very popular layout. This is a 2-bedroom, 3-washroom, which I like. So 2 washrooms upstairs with 2 bedrooms, and it's staged very well. You have an unobstructed view of the escarpment of sunsets, and you've got tennis courts plus a park here. Awesome. This is a great location. You've got 2 stories across the road, so you don't feel like both sides of the roads are the 3 stories. I'm a huge fan of this one. That is a great view. So $349, we've seen this model, not as good as this, sell for way more. So I wouldn't be surprised if this one sells quick, and this would definitely be one of the picks of the day. Very excited about that. We've got Burroughs Gate here, which is around the same size. It's the end unit, or the corner unit, I should say, $375, 1353 square feet. Doesn't have a lot of upgrades. We have seen this model sell for this. In fact, the one on Fells facing the park did actually sell, I think, around the 370 mark. And I don't think this one has the goods to really deliver at that price point. But we do say that corner model always seems to sell pretty well. Panty is $393.9. They couldn't get it done at $399, so they're down to this price here. I think it looks like a good home, and there's not a lot for sale right now. They've got the finished basement. I don't know what's up with the under bed lighting. I've seen under cabinet lighting in the kitchen. I don't know what kind of freaky deek stuff is going on in that master. But $393.9 I think is definitely workable. We've got this one here on Baverstock. This is our listing. This is the one we previewed this weekend, so thank you to everybody that came. So the price is $395. It's an end unit croft side. You get some money for being the end unit, plus the fact that it's all brick. If you go down the street and see some of the ones with wood, people need to paint those every 2 or 3 years. So you've got a private drive here. These are all small things, but if you live in these homes, you really understand the value of that. Nice open concept floor plan. You can see dining room plus kitchen with hardwood floors, and also the family room here. The green apples, gotta love that. And what they did here was very interesting. So they opened up the space between the second and the master bedroom. What's nice about that is if you do have a baby, you've got that interaction. It's very easy to close off. The quotes for that came in somewhere between $500 and $1,000. So it's really not a big deal to do. There's nothing structural about that. It's basically just putting a couple studs plus some drywall and mudding and taping. But it does allow for some great options, especially if somebody has even a home office or something like that. They could really interact well. And then you've got your front room, which is a good size room. And so anyway, so that's your ensuite there. And then your backyard, it's directly behind Mattamy Building Homes. We've got all the PDFs for that, what kind of home and so on. But this model, same model, just a couple streets away in the last couple weeks, sold for $401, almost identical features inside. So this is a very good deal at $395. And it actually feels bigger than the 1360 square feet that it is. It's one of the models that first-time buyers who really have experience and knowledge in the Milton market that they look for. The Croftside is a very popular model. This one on Hobbs, the two best features about it aren't even being shown. And so I'm fascinated by that because the two best features is the fact it has a finished basement and that it backs onto green space. And so $414,999, it's not really that far off. If you look, the total living space is more than 2,000 square feet, plus the ravine. The ravine probably adds $10,000. It's good, but I worry that they're probably not showcasing the home to its best ability. Mowat Lane is $435, so this is a front back house. So there's your front door. You can see the Bristol on Main building. I'll show you the back or the front. I don't even know. I call them front back for a reason. You'll see what I mean. And so the kitchen is almost wedged in between these two spaces here, which I like. It's very open concept. There's not really a lot of bulkheads or anything getting in the way. And you can see it's got a nice open entrance. But there's the part backing onto or fronting onto Main Street. Anyways, this side faces Main. That side faces Mowat Lane. So if you want Main Street to be your backyard, have at it. This is certainly a home where you get a lot of space for the money, 1,800 square feet. It just wouldn't be my first choice. I love where it is because you're just down the road from Bishop Redding. You're just down the road from the leisure center where you can go for a swim, go to the gym. The library is right there, the Center for the Arts. You've got Starbucks and the Superstore. The GO train just passed there. So there's a lot of stuff here. I just think that the road noise from Main Street would drive me crazy. So Elliott Crescent, $450. They've had this reduced twice. I think this is a great price, 50 by 120 foot lot. You've got pretty good sized principal rooms. With bungalows, the biggest challenge sometimes is the size of your bedrooms. And you can see that's a good sized bedroom for a bungalow. And plus you've got your finished basement here too. And a good sized property. So there's 3 in a row on Elliott. Let me show you where they are. So this one here is at 584 Elliott. So it's right here. Nothing really dangerous about where it is. We've got another one at 602, and then we've got another one right across the street. So that one, location, cool. No worries there. This one at 602 is at 469,888. There's no pictures yet. 55 by 144. So you're getting usually between about 20 and 30 feet extra, but you're backing on steel, so you're going to get the road noise. You might even hear the 401 from either of these homes. It's really funny the way that works because sometimes you can be closer to the 401 and it's quieter than if you were actually further away. It's just the way the sound waves travel. It's only got 1 full bathroom in this home. The previous one has 2. And it says a finished walkout basement, which would be pretty rare because the land is actually very flat. So I'm not sure what they meant there, if that was indeed a mistake. Then we've got this one in Elliott, which is right across the street from the first one that we showed at 450. So very safe location, inside part of the street. And I'd be surprised if this one lasted very long. Exterior pot lights. But look at the reno that they did. Very, 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 very hard to find an open concept reno in these homes. Now, I don't know room sizes. That looks like a good size room, the master. But I'm wondering, that looks okay. Bathroom, everything has been done in this home, and you're 55 by 120. So you look at the one at 450 and you say, okay, if I put $50,000 to $70,000, would I get a home that looks like this? Possibly, if you're smart about your budget. But that's the upside that you've got if you bought the other one that's a little bit more original condition. I think this price is going to go well. There's just not many of these like sort of reno aftered version. Most of the time people are buying these and they have to do work inside of them. I've always thought that having a little bit more of a window or a transom, something over this door would just kind of really give it something different and new. Love that though. Great listing. Jelnik is at $539, 1835 square feet. One of my favorite floor plans. You've got a small room here which you can use as a home office or a kids play area. Then you get further into the house, dining, family plus kitchen. Walkout should add, typically we're looking at between $5,000 and $10,000. So then you look and say, is it worth, without the walkout, $529 or $535? I'd be very surprised. I was really surprised when this model went for $519 probably about a month ago, because before that they were really having a tough time cracking $5. I don't think this is worth $539. Galbraith is $599, right on the corner of Maple and Galbraith. So you're really facing the Home Depot and all the commercial stuff on this side here by your front door. The rest of the house to me looks great. More than 2,500 square feet. Lots of money spent on the interlock here. And the house looks really good. Nice high 9-foot ceilings, crown moldings, neutral colors. You've got a pretty open layout. Lots of windows here for being on the corner. And there you go. You get a little bit of grass, plus you've got a lot of space for a patio set, barbecue, and all the rest of it. You can see the Home Depot right there. You're going to get those sodium lights over here too, so it might even be that it's pretty bright at night. Location aside, I'll tell you, this one looks like a good property. I'm impressed with it. Silver Court's around the same size as that one, 619, bit of a quieter street though. The problem I have with this listing, it's not doing a good job of showing the house. This is a big room, and they're showing none of that at all. It looks like they're selling furniture. So you've got a dining room. It looks like that's for sale. It looks like you've got a bed for sale. You get another bed for sale. It's not showing the rooms at all. And you've got hardwood floors upstairs. You've got your laundry and so on. So it's really, I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about this, but I know for sure the marketing is not doing what it should be doing. So first line is $679. It looks like it's on between about 1 and 2 acres up in Moffat. I don't know where the road is. If this is down from the road, it's actually going to help with your noise. It's a good looking home. There's not many shots of the inside, but what's there certainly looks nice. And I would say that the last one that sold in Moffat for $679 was really nice. It was on about 4 acres, completely renovated. And Norris Circle is $679. We've got a Sunderland, about 2,600 square feet. And this is another one. I'm fascinated by this. Same as Hobbs, is that you've got a nice home inside. But the best feature of this one, if you look at the virtual tour, is the finished basement. It's very well done. I don't know if Mike Holmes did it. If you read the description, it sounds like it was part of Homes Inspection. It's a Mattamy home. And the lot looks pretty good. Norris Circle's a good, quiet street. Very tight-knit. The neighbors really all know each other. So I don't know why they didn't put the finished basement in the photos. So we've got Sales Court here, and it's a hickory model. We don't see many of these hickory models. Let me show you the actual floor plan. So there it is right there. You can see it's very similar to the picture. So you come in the front here, you've got a parlor plus a home office, which you could have as a separate living room. You could even have 2 home offices if you're somebody, if you've got both spouses working from home. That's all separate from the rest of the house. You could even close this off and then have this almost as a completely area, like separate area where you could have, clients come in. Big dining room. I love that the kitchen, because usually the kitchen faces the breakfast area. They've got the breakfast sort of kitty corner to it, and it faces the great room. So I love the fact that you could watch TV. You could really interact nicely in this space here. You've got a covered porch, which I talked about last week. I love that. Go out, barbecue even in the winter. And you've even got upstairs, you've got this nice little turret up on the second bedroom. Bedrooms 2 and 3 share the ensuite. You've got 4 that has its own bathroom, a big laundry space, plus a master with a little sitting area, and the ensuite's laid out very well. And so I even love how the garage is tucked away. This space here can be great for playing basketball. And let's get back to the home. I don't know if I love the way that they presented the home, but that's what I'm saying. So right here is a great spot for hockey or basketball. It's a little sparse inside. The furnishings looks like they moved most of their stuff out. If this one shows well, I could see it going for $799. It's 53 feet across, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, if the backyard, I don't know if it's all deck in the back. There's probably a lot more questions than answers you get from that photo gallery, but great looking house, and I love the model. And then the final one is 8th line, 1.75, 150 by 271. And you can see certainly a nice architectural feature with the staircase. Looks good inside. It doesn't say the square footage, so that would be one question I'd have, is how big is this home? And I love the floor-to-ceiling glass there in the ensuite. So the one thing that I would caution, and again, I'm not sure how what's going on, but you can see in the video, and this is kind of a little hidden thing that I saw when I was looking through, is somebody building a home right next door, right beside this home. Is that the reason why they're moving? Is this going to feel too much like somebody's right next door? Is this part of this particular dwelling? Is it an outbuilding? Is there something where that is still connected to the property? You've got a 5-car garage in this one, 6 bedrooms, 5 washrooms, and it's really, really close to Mississauga. In fact, I'd be curious to see how loud the 407 is, because you've got 8th line, 407, 9th line on the other side, and then you're just south of Britannia. So there's certainly locational benefit versus being way off in the country and really not being connected to the rest of the world. So interesting. It require more looking into, but that's the list for today. 17 properties. And again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow with more Milton Daily Homes. There's a good chance tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday we're not actually going to have a video, probably just a quick link. And the final note before we leave, I had to change the buyer class over to next Tuesday, so it's not this Thursday, it's next Tuesday, and it's going to be a really good one. So stay tuned for that, and sign up at miltonbuyerclass.com. Have a great day.